Mr. Razor.
How are you? Good, how are you?
Good.
Hey, Rip.
Yes, sir. I
Hey,
was here.
let me-
I was here when he came in. I'm not wearing that. I'm wearing my
Straighten
jersey.
out. Is my tie straight? I bought a tie today and I didn't even wear it.
This is gonna be for the ceremony?
Yeah, it's just,
So you need something that's gonna pop a little bit though, right?
is that right?
Yeah, it's a red or even
Like I would have been just grabbing a blue one.
red, make it pop.
Make it pop?
Make it pop.
You call your wife, show her the picture, and let her decide.
That's smart.
No, she'd be here for 2 hours.
What color tie did you decide to go with? The
Red,
one?
I think, a reddish color. The professionals picked it out. I'm not capable of doing that. I have to be told what to do all the time.
Put it down for
Hey, I didn't go with the tie I bought though. They decided against it.
They want to go blue?
My family did. They called the shots. They overpowered me. I know. They overpowered it. I had gift certificates for it anyways. RJ left me in his will, his Napoli gift certificates. You know what though? Pinter put it together and he put it all on cards. So I can just read the cards.
You guys aren't wearing the tie?
You don't know what we went through with the tie at the house. I bought a brand new tie there today.
Oh, you did?
And this isn't it.
So the tie you bought you can't wear? Or the tie you were given?
Yeah. They wanted to wear a saber tie, and that was the idea with my wife and Richie. And then we're at Napoli's that day, and I'd bought another tie, but ended up wearing a tie that I found in the back seat of my truck, you know, on the way down. Myself and ties just don't have a great relationship.
Hershey's cupcakes are going away.
Hi.
Hi, baby.
How you doing?
Only for you, I'm here.
Good to come back?
Only for you. When I first was invited, no offense, Rich, my first reaction was no. I can't go in that building. This last time I was here was October 12th last year. Can't do it. And then I could hear Rick's voice saying, "Cupcake, it's Rob." So here I am.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
I'm here because
More nervous.
more nervous. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Get much better
And then
than
I
that.
looked at his picture when I left today, and again, he said, "Do it for Rob."
He'll be here. He will.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Ray.
They're giving you way too much credit right now.
What?
They're giving you way too much credit.
Yeah, well, buddy, tomorrow it's over. I get back to the real world.
Shoveling your driveway.
For me, you come to my house and you wouldn't even know that I ever played in the. I don't have things. I'm not that person in my house where there's pictures and jerseys and all that kind of stuff up. We don't do that. That's not the way we are. And you know, my kids never experienced my career, so it was a good opportunity for them to kind of maybe look back. And you know, I always try to tell my son, you know, because he gives me a hard time, that you know there was a point where you know I might have been somebody around here. Yeah, I know you don't look at it now, but so it was cool for him, and he had a lot of fun, and my daughter was fantastic with it too.
What you're going to see on that screen tonight, everything is genuine and real, and it's really nice, the stuff when they start
Do
talking
I need a
about
cake? Can I take a tissue?
A tissue?
You maybe might
You
want
may be
one.
crying for me when I'm like, oh God.
Who is that?
Matthew Joseph Thomas Barnaby.
Robert,
Matthew?
how are you?
Congratulations. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming.
You deserve it.
Seriously.
No, you deserve
You
it.
look good. You're catching up. You're catching up.
What about Robert?
Banging the drum?
Yeah, you guys
Robert.
go together.
Like we're not drum bangers, man.
Eddie's got to work.
We're more head bangers than drum bangers. How about Sandra will do it? You want to bang the drum, Sandra?
Will you really?
I would.
Awesome.
See, that is way better. See, I'm an idea guy.
That is way better. No.
She would love to do it. That would be unbelievable. What's up?
Good luck, honey. Hey, man. Congratulations.
Richie?
Yeah?
You know Mom and Dad?
I've never met.
Richie, it's my father.
Nice to meet you, sir. Congratulations.
Having his whole family there, unbelievable. Like his mom, his dad, everybody that's been there for him is going to be there. So it's going to mean a lot to him, that's for sure.
You know, a lot of times guys get this opportunity and they might not have their parents there and their family. So yeah, that was very nice. I know they were pretty excited, and and happy.
You got your glasses on? Or?
I got them in my pocket.
Hi, Robert.
Hey, Bradley. Good to see you can make it.
You too.
I hope you don't have much to say, bro. I'm going to give you a little shot, eh?
You got it.
I listened to you on the radio today. You lie so bad.
What do you mean?
You lie
Don't
so
let the facts
bad.
ruin a good
I know, but it was like, remember, I get last word.
Rob and I were in a fight, like a full-on, punch in the face contest. Probably about 15 minutes into my first scrimmage, but I cut him a little bit. So the thing is, if
Nobody cut Razor.
No, but if you cut a player, whether you win the fight or not, everybody thinks that you win.
Yeah.
But fighting him there, he had to go to the hospital. There was no doctors at Saberland at the time, 1991. So he had to go sit in the emergency room at the hospital for a few hours, and that was the worst for him. He was so sour.
I was sitting in the truck going to lunch, and I'm like, oh, so I listened for a little
What did I
bit.
lie about?
The fight, going to the hospital because you cut me and all that.
Can't imagine you're going to try to fit Razor and Daisy's head.
I know, eh? Can you see those guys?
This is great. Here we go, guys.
I can't hold my cut in anymore.
Do I look okay?
Yeah, you look great.
Nice.
Yeah. The night that they announced it, I had no idea because I knew that I was a part of that community and had no idea about it.
We are thrilled to announce that this season you'll be inducted into the Sabres Hall of Fame and take your rightful place alongside many of the alumni who you so proudly represent. Welcome to the club.
Congratulations to Rob Ray.
And when it was kind of put on, I was like, I wanted to kind of half cry because it was huge. And then the other side, I'm like, no, I got to be cool here. I got to, just kind of brush it off and move on, hopefully. But it was an honor.
I think he is still in shock. He really is. And he'll say, oh, they just had nobody else to pick. He just tries to take the light off of him. But truly, he is just in shock and unbelievably amazed and happy.
Do we have to go?
Yeah, we should get over there.
Was there anything you were kind of dreading about the night?
The speech. I can stand in front of the camera and talk, and even though you're talking to hundreds of thousands of people every night, it's different than standing in front of them. They're actually looking at you and talking or listening to what you have to say.
Good evening, Buffalo. Iconic enforcer, beloved broadcaster, and King Clancy Trophy winner. Tonight, we add another title to Rob Ray's storied career as Buffalo Sabres Hall of Famer. Tonight's guest of honor, a Sabre through and through for the last 37 years, welcome Rob Ray. Razor was asked to choose someone important to his career to serve as his Hall of Fame presenter. To share memories of Rob's career, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mayday, Brad May.
It's truly an honor to be standing in front of you tonight to celebrate our good friend, our teammate, and my big brother, Robert John Ray, as he takes his rightful place in the Buffalo Sabres Hall of Fame. For over 7 unforgettable years for myself as a player here, I had the privilege of skating alongside you, Rob. And then after our playing days, we got to work together with the likes of the legendary Rick Jenneret.
I just say, Razor always looks for the obvious.
Yeah, that's right, Brad, because during the game, we're actually working while you're sitting up there eating, having hot dogs, and trying to figure out what you're going to do with your hair next.
I can't make out what's in your pocket.
It's a box call, son. It's for turkeys, okay?
Okay.
And when you work with turkeys, you got to be able to have something to communicate with them, okay?
I think Rob's out to lunch when he talks about Las Vegas, Rob.
Yeah, because you just want to go there and be the gambler guy.
By the way, it's my time to talk, so stop it.
The transition to the broadcast booth from being a player, Robbie did it seamlessly, maybe learned a little bit more words to put in his vocabulary, but I'll tell you what, he can illustrate a play for everybody to understand, and that is the role of what Rob does as a color analyst.
Dan, I think your pocket square would best be used to wipe the corners of Razor's mouth right now.
Well, you're right. I'm afraid what'll be there on the end of this thing, but perhaps we should do that.
Record tonight. 11's my record.
Clean you up a little bit here.
Now, when you think of Rob Ray, a few things come to mind. Number one, his head is huge.
Under 6 minutes to go, and Buffalo up 4-2. On a Monday night game. Look out, Razor. That was right
in the nose.
That get you?
Yep. All good.
All right, partner, hang it. Oh, yeah.
All I remember is the puck went up into the bench area, and things happened so quickly down there. I'm following the puck, and I see, oh, it's up into the bench, and I see Rob with a towel at his face pretty quickly, and he makes the sound of, oh, there's nothing more than that. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't swear, and then just to cover up the face and just keep going, when you know Rob, it doesn't surprise you.
You should always be paying attention when you're in between the benches, but a puck came up, hit him right in between the eyes, and then, he had his glasses on, and there was blood all over his notes and everything.
We're going to just check in on you, Rob.
Yeah, you can check in. I'm all good down here, Dan. Just trying to clean my glasses up a little bit so I can put them on and see through them again.
Are you going to need stitches before we fly tomorrow?
Yeah, it will be, but that's fine.
I was more concerned with the puck that it didn't get broken. So yeah, no, he did well doing that. It was funny, and you can tell he was retired because he wasn't quick enough to get out of the way.
Still scar there. That was the worst I was ever cut in a game in hockey, actually. I think I had 7 stitches right in the middle of the face there. Good to go. Nice. Normal guy would have been carried out of here.
Yeah, there weren't any tears or anything.
No.
You're good.
I sent him a note later on. I said, buddy, I hope you're doing okay. And he sent me a picture back of his face all messed up. And it was just Razor, just typical Razor. Yeah, I'm fine.
Bring back some memories, did it?
Yeah, it felt good. Actually, it felt really good. it kind of like, give me a stick, let's go.
Yeah. The big thing about that night, and I know that it's now the part of the lore of that, it's one thing to get hit in the face with a puck and then stay in the game until the game is over and get a bit of attention and what have you. But then after the game to get stitched up and not accept any freezing in the area before you get stitched up, that's vintage Rob Ray.
His passion for the game and his knowledge as a broadcaster, he's done a fantastic job. His toughness, unmatched, and his uncanny ability to remove his jersey in one swift motion during a fight. That skill alone might deserve its own act in Las Vegas.
Razor, where do I begin?
Everybody knew about Rob Ray. He was a very popular player for the reasons of how good he was at fighting.
Jersey comes off, throwing bombs at guys. He's always, after fights, just fist bumping.
It gave him an opportunity to learn how to fight because he had the freedom, right? Because the other guy couldn't grab him. I mean, the guy was just standing there, he could just pound him.
We had our battles, and they changed rules because of you.
Ray gets the sweater off and is trying to get back. Oh! He just corked him with a wild right.
The Rob Ray rule, the opposition was tired of fighting this really tough guy who was shirtless, and you can't hold on.
You have 20% of the people coming just to watch a Rob Ray Ty Domi fight, and the other 80% are there to watch the Leafs and the Buffalo Sabres play. So they knew that they were the main event. The actual game was the co-main event, and they never disappointed.
Rob Ray's got the magic uniform that comes off with one pull.
I don't know if you're putting Vaseline on yourself or if that was sweat. I couldn't grab anything. The streaker, the fighting streaker.
That's a tough way to make a living. But Rob wasn't out there just dropping the gloves for fun. Every fight, every hit, every penalty was about one thing. It was about protecting his teammates. And let me tell you, there was no better feeling than knowing Razor had your back.
And there was a culture of aggressiveness or violence in the game that doesn't exist today. And we knew about Rob. He had a history of being this kind of player, and Don was very high on him. So it was very much an organized effort to identify a player who could fill a particular role, and we drafted him.
Well, they'll go right now. Here they go. It's a better pack of lunch if you plan on fighting Ray. Look, he just dropped him.
Razor wasn't the biggest of guys, but he gave everything he had to protect his teammates.
There they go! Ray and Fenori!
Rob did his job to a T. He knew when the game was not going the right way for us emotionally, he'd change it with a fight or a hit, or maybe just trying to instill some intimidation in the game.
I know for a fact, in talking to not only Rob, but other people who have done the job in the NHL, that's not an easy job. It's a bit of a weight, actually.
I took pride in it. You know, there was a lot of times you had to do things that you didn't really want to do, but you did it. So that's kind of the way I was brought up, that, you know, when somebody needed help, you're there for it.
What really sets Rob apart is his connection to this city. He became part of the fabric of Buffalo, whether it's his charity work, his time as a broadcaster, or just being a friendly face around town. Rob has always given back to this community. He embraced Buffalo, but Buffalo, you embraced him right back. Thank you.
This year's King Classy recipient is Rob Ray from the Buffalo Sabres. Rob's charitable work has touched the lives of many children, putting smiles where once there were tears. Please welcome Rob Ray.
You know, seeing a sick child smile and seeing a underprivileged family say thank you and things like that, that's what puts a smile on my face, and that's my trophy, and that's what I walk away with. Thanks, guys.
I want to say my very first year, Rob Ray called and was like, hey, Marty, we do a toy and food drive with the Buffalo Police on Christmas Eve morning.
I remember the first time he invited me to come out and be part of the Christmas toy drive to the city, and I was very happy to be involved, and then had a look at that side of Rob, and when I saw the amount of work that goes into it, I was absolutely blown away.
And it keeps growing, so much so that when we show up now to houses on Christmas Eve morning, there probably is a good group of 30, 40 people at the one location.
Rob is never one to come up and tell you what he does for anybody, he just does it.
Congratulations, Rob, you've earned this moment. We are all so proud of you. In Buffalo, in the fashion that you guys can do it, let Rob hear your love.
Thanks, Fred. Thanks, man.
You gotta stop, I'm gonna cry. I came to this town, I didn't need glasses, I was in shape, I had hair. I've left it all here for you guys. After junior hockey in Cornwall, I was drafted to Buffalo, and I had no idea where Buffalo was. And after I found out, I was like, God damn, I'm glad I found out, because it's been the most amazing place and the most amazing experience that anybody could ever have.
You drafted me the summer of 1988.
88.
I think it was 5th round, 96 overall.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Don Luce said you had the qualities of an NHL player and the character of a good NHL player. And you were a role player that we needed.
That was it. That's all it took. Smartest move you ever made, you know that?
Absolutely.
It's unbelievable. Thank you.
Good for you.
Thank you.
I started my second career in television, and I was lucky enough to have the great Rick Jenneret as a mentor. And he was special.
If he came through the school of hard knocks, if that's what we call it, then that certainly helped him in the rest of his life, and including his broadcast career, because he knew nothing was going to come easy.
Uh-oh, did we get Rob Ray? Did we get him? Did we get him? Oh, is that close? Whoa!
I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I just took that right in the left buttocks.
Our man Rob Ray is right between them. He's getting an earful, 2 earfuls.
He had an impact on my life, not only working with him after the fact, but before.
Well, tonight at the auditorium, we're going to look at the Los Angeles Kings. Not only that, here come Ray, May, and Barnaby. Look at the outfits on them.
And just the way he described things and the way he was, he made little things so big and so special.
And so I said, well, okay, well, we'll just do it from between the benches along with Rob Ray. We're going to be here all night long. You got company, partner.
Their friendship was unbelievable. Even on the road, they were always together, and he was always going to the movies. At home, can't get him to go to the movies, but on the road, him and RJ went and saw every movie together all the time.
That's true. RJ and I have seen more movies and spent more time together probably than my wife and I at out of the house over the years.
I'm out here baking in the sun. Do you mind if I go back in? You're standing there in a nice, cool arena.
See what I got to put up with? And you guys think that this red forehead is from being sunburnt, being out? Yes, no, it's my blood pressure because I've got to deal with that each and every day on the road when he's around.
RJ really helped Razor learn more about having fun throughout the broadcast.
To get whacked by a snowball.
And I think that unlocked a personality trait that we probably didn't know about Razor.
Razor, would you agree?
It's RJ, not Razor out there. Can't you see?
Before you call me Old Saint Nick, it's Old Saint Rick.
The energy between the two, the understanding between the two about how they were to go about their jobs was something that Rob, I know, still cherishes. I know he misses it, but I also know he's put it in a place where it's made him a better broadcaster.
He just put his nose to the grindstone and decided he was going to make himself a broadcaster, and he's done so.
RJ, I know you're looking down on us right now. You're critiquing my speech, and I miss you a lot, buddy, and we all do, so.
You know, just standing there, you're able to look up at his banner and having Sandra there, that, yeah, he was definitely there. So hopefully he wasn't too critical.
Look, hockey's humbling, life's humbling, but I look at it that I won. I won life. I was able to fulfill a dream of playing in the NHL, and best of all, I met the greatest wife a man could have, and in turn, she gave me the two greatest kids I could ever ask for.
How did you talk her into marrying you anyway?
Lucky girl, you know. My saying is that I got married at the end of my career before I lost my bargaining power.
I thought he was a really nice, sweet guy. I loved the way he was with kids. I always saw like how he was when we would go out to eat or, you know, just do things, and just a people person, but most of all with children. And all I could see is he's gonna be a great dad someday.
I would never fib to you.
Yeah, okay, sure. When you told me you were an Oompa Loompa when you were younger, and that you used to work at a chocolate factory, and that you were like an A+ student.
It's all true.
He's a mindful guy, he's a family guy. Yes, he has a rough exterior at times, but there's nobody that's gonna be more loving and certainly more dependable than Rob Ray.
When you play that role, people expect you to be a certain type of individual, and that look that some people give me sometimes, it's like when you raise your voice sometimes, my son and my daughter will still give me that little look of, okay, what's gonna happen here? But I use it to my advantage. It's a parenting tool.
You know, and just closing here, I hope I made my parents, family, and friends back home proud. It's hard to believe I've been in this organization for 37 years, and in those nights when I was coming off the ice and it was blood coming out of your face somewhere, that wasn't red, that was blue and gold. And that's the way I look at it.
Here to present Razor with his sword and welcome him to this illustrious club is our most recent inductee, Ryan Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, the 44th member of the Buffalo Sabres Hall of Fame, Rob Ray.
You can talk.
What?
You can talk, man.
Was that for more than 5 minutes? Was it?
Wait a minute.
What's up, girl? How are you?
Hi, Rob.
No problem, no problem.
You nervous yet?
No, I'm done now.
You know what? My knees were just like this out there.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't stop them. I was so embarrassed.
Why embarrassed with what?
Well,
Me? Are we supposed to go do that?
She was more than willing to do it. She wanted to go and do it, so she took a lot of pressure off my shoulders there by going up and banging on that drum.
And some room here for Cooley. Dances in with a shot, scores!
Here Cooley again. He's got a great shot, that kid. Here, let me cut your meal for you. You want a sausage? About $160-some tie today, and the kids wouldn't let me wear it. I found this tie in the back of the truck. We have to clean her off. That's sharp. It's right here. What did you want me to do? Now? Good?
You're not getting it tonight, guys.
There was nights when they would do that in the building and you'd be sitting there, oh my goodness, no. And then there was other nights like, hell yeah, let's go, you know, and it was really cool to hear it and, you know, one more time, and just brought back a lot of good memories.
Over the years, of course, Rob Ray and Ty Domi have had many battles.
Really proud of you, man. Our friendship goes way beyond hockey, and I can't tell you how happy I am for you and your family.
Man, this does my heart good, Rob Ray. Everybody knows you're one of the toughest guys and ever dropped the gloves.
Very happy for you, and you deserve the honor.
Enjoy it, my brother.
Enjoy your night, and congratulations, and I love you, buddy. All the best.
Look at the arms. See the pipes on that?
I think there's a huge respect factor amongst the guys that played the game that way, that when somebody is acknowledged in this way, that they respect it too, because it's kind of a little bit of a feather in their cap as well.
Break it, 3-on-2 rush the other way, could be a 4-on-3. Either way, as Thompson holds it, slides it across for shot, scores! Yuri Cooley, the Sabres win it on Rob Ray, Buffalo Sabres Hall of Fame induction night.
They got to win. I was able to watch the end and see Yuri with the last goal, and it was great. And you know what? It's so much better when you can end a game, you know, on a special night like that with a win and people feeling good about themselves and everything that went on. It was all perfect.
Congrats, buddy. Hey, man. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Could you ever imagine him not being a part of the Buffalo Sabres?
No, I can't.
Where did that come from?
This is ours.
How do we get it home?
The Sabres are just a huge part of Rob's identity. That's what everything is the Sabres to him.
Hey?
He exemplifies what it means to be a Buffalonian and a Buffalo Sabre, and I can see why everybody loves him.
That's an old picture. That's a long time ago.
Since 1988, player, broadcaster, and valuable part of the organization. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Well, let's go home.
Puck is dropped and it's 4-0. The opening period, and Razor just took another one. Doctors checking Razor out very quickly. That was close to the eye. So where did it hit first, or is that all in one motion?
Right where the golf ball is, right here.
Okay.
That's not normal, so.
All right, what did Lindy have to say to you?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Lindy comes down laughing and he goes, oh, you got to go to the room, because he left last year when he got hit in the head and he had to go off the bench. This is twice now I've been able to stick it out and keep playing.
I mean, Rob's puck hit him at approximately 15 miles an hour. The one that hit me hit me at 100. And here's the difference. When the puck hits Rob's head, it breaks. When it hits mine, it just absorbs it a little.